All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest gameplay of sorts. Yep. And today we are going to do a couple different things. There's my castle. Very cool. After last week's video on the staircases, it was brought to my attention by Too Many Nodes and some other people of another kind of staircase called angled stairs. So real quickly, I'm going to show that. We're out at the castle here because this is the best use I could find for his stairs. So if you go and if you add the and the link to the description will be in the show notes. If I type in angled, you can see here a bunch of angled blocks, and then there are these real cool stair blocks. Yes, they are in many different materials. But over here, you can see here's one, and then there's another one going the other way, and I'll show you how I use that real quick. So I'm re-recording this episode because I rambled on for like an hour on the first episode and didn't watch my time. So we have here a tower going up, a watchtower off of the King's area. This is the top floor of the King's residence. There's this garden, my garden. And because I'm the king, it's good to be the king. My people love me. So here is the angled stair. And you can see it makes these great spiral winding staircases out of stone or other materials to get up into the area here for the lookout. So that's another staircase that looks really, really cool. And that's how that works. You can see the angle on it. Now, there's other uses for it, and I'll show you that in a second, because you can get really creative with it. You can make you can put these things on end and actually make a very cool like display. Like if we take this Misicon block and we're gonna set it up. Wow. Yeah, that will work. And then you can take other ones and add them on top. And the cool thing about it is you can make a diamond. And that's gonna really come in handy. One of the uses that I found for it is I'm in this town that I'm building, I'm gonna have a billboard. So let's say we take 3 of these and place them like that, and then you have your sign underneath. You have this kind of, obviously the material would be different, but that is how that works. So that's going to look really cool. So over here, we go downstairs. Here's another type of staircase, just a brick staircase, and it leads all the way down. But the second floor area is really cool because Nathan over at Minetest Videos did a church mod. Now, you know, this is a non-denominational area because this is the King's. In medieval castles, it was, there were like chapels and meeting places and stuff like that. So I have some really cool chandeliers, and he did a review of the church mod. So I am not going to duplicate the efforts. I highly suggest you watch his. But there's an altar in different marble, stone. There's some bells, which are really cool. We have some candelabras, and in different materials, silvers, gold. We have candles, wall candles. We have a beehive. And the beehive, obviously, is to make candle wax. I'm reckoning from this wax material. Now, there are crosses. I did some ornamental crosses on the very top of the building. There's cemetery cross. There's grave stones. And there's pews. Why do they call it a pew? And then there's like, you also, and it has a bunch of different materials, but there's also like a prompter. Is that what they call that? Where, you can give speeches from, like a lectern. But what I've done with it is I've just created a kind of, here's the bell. Cool. Very, very cool. And it sounds like I'm coming down with a cold. That's all I need. So you have here, this is basically a meeting place for the king. I have some pews laid out, and you set the pews in here. And the candelabras, you light with a torch. So it looks really cool. So go over and visit his channel for a full review on it and what he did with it. But it's basically meant to be a meeting place for the judge. Or the judge. Well, it could be a judge. Or, the king in his court. And here you can see I use these angled blocks to create like a riser, an angled riser, which does look really cool. I'm going to change the material because I want more contrast with the floor. So I might actually do wood or something like that, or even the marble ones would look really cool on that. But that's how that works. There's ends, a center, and that for the altar. You light the candles with a torch. So there you go. And because this is medieval, obviously there wasn't electricity back then. So if you want to stay true, you'd light everything with candles. All right. So that is that over at the castle. And I think I'm going to use some of the angled blocks back here on the private garden. But yeah, that will do that. So now we are going to get, so thank you, Too Many Nodes, for that. And I use a bunch of his mods, facade, sea doors, everything else. So we are going to go back over to my, where I'm putting the city town. So we have this line of houses over here. And like I said, I'm re-recording this video. So you missed out. I removed my little test area and demonstration area over here, except for the pergola. Yeah. So over here, it looks kind of ugly. Here's the street, and here is the concert area. So coming off the concert area, there's going to be a parking lot, kind of tastefully done. Ooh, there it is. There it is. What were you? I still have those things. There it is. It is P-Mob's NPC woman. It's gone. All right, so we have a car out here for reference because a car is going to be 7 blocks long by 3 blocks wide. So that's how I determine my streets. This is going to be a downtown area, so you come off the main road and they're going to be one way. So obviously you can only turn this way, you drive down this way, you can park in front of the stores, and then there's going to be a turnaround, you come back, and there's going to be some other stores over here. Now, in the center here, I'm going to have cutouts where a car could do a U-turn and turn around if need be. And one of the things I saw after making this, so here's the sidewalk, and here is the parking stall for parallel parking, and then the street. And then there's going to be trees in the center here, which will, I'm going for that kind of old style, like in Chicago on Michigan Avenue, where, there's flower planters in the middle of the street. That's a tree? Go back and get me your bigger brother. So let's do a large dogwood instead. There we go. It's probably not the tree I'm going to use, but you get the idea. So you're going to have trees out here, kind of boom. That actually that's kind of cool. And then underneath here, I'm going to put forest soil, which will really play off. Let's see, use this one. I know what tree that is. Because the forest soil won't go back. These are going to change. Because this whole intersection here will be forest soil. So that right there looks real cool. And I'm going to use the smaller ones over here because in the middle, like on the sidewalk, there's going to be a tree coming up. Now, the one really cool thing is I need brick A and I need, oh, these are the windows I'm going to be using. We need to get rid of some stuff here. So how's everybody been doing? It has been freezing out here in Chicago. I mean, we're talking 20s. And it's very, I don't remember it being this this cold this early in the year. So now I don't know if I want my bricks. No, you know, where I live, I needed a curb. So we are going to real quickly I think that's 30. I think I stacked that 30, 38. Okay, so there's my curb. That solves my curb problem. Because I wanted a curb. So we're going to come over here and do the same thing. Now this'll do kind of two purposes, because when I do my cutout for my trees, I will be able to put them, there we go. And what this will also do is for the store front, I'll put my block, and then there'll be a half block going up into the actual store. So that'll work. So we have the sidewalk, and over here, what did I do for this? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the 7th one. Real quickly here. Put that there for now. And then it's just easier if I walk it. Because I think I kind of made a mistake on my calculations. Yes, I did. And it's really hard because everything kind of blends together after a while. And I could have used the dark asphalt with the lines already in it, but I like the look of the gray. So I'm going to stay with gray. So what this will do, these are the parking. And then we come over here, but we used these lines here. Oh. And my method to my madness, I also answered some questions about mesicons, looking at my test area here. Because I got rid of all the test area, but there was a whole video on using mesicons and my little test area here. So, because a person asked about building mesicons, and the whole thing is, you have mesicons, you have Pipeworks, and TechPack, and those will all play hand in hand, and it's very similar to in certain ways Minecraft Redstone. And there was a person that commented that you could do so much more with the mesicons than you can with the Redstone. One of the reasons why is because basically, and I'm sure they could, well, no, Redstone is part of Minecraft, where mesicons is a mod. So the mod builder can do anything they want to add functionality or take, like the TechPack adds. in that. Okay, so that puts our parking lines in. And basically what this is doing is this is going to be the downtown area. So you come in off the street, and you'll have your shops. They're going to be old style shops, and the buildings that I really, really like are what I saw over on the Hometown server on their downtown area. It's like colonial looking buildings of different colors. And the first 4 buildings on each side are going to be that. They're going to be old school, type of colonial buildings. Over here is going to be a city hall. Across the street from the city hall is going to be a city park. And that's why I'm keeping this pergola, because I like it. For one, the part of the pergola is missing. I have to put that back in. However, this will all be filled in, and now we have a curb up onto our sidewalk, and this area will all be like flowers and stuff like that. So over here by the now I don't know which side I want to go for, because I don't want to devote this entire area to parking. I just want to create a generic parking area for the people over here for the concert stage. But something that, now do I want to go here? No, I want to go over here. So one of the things that's going to happen is, well, that's out of it. Oh, I had these wonderful ideas in between. So what I'm going to do is I want a train. I want an above ground train. And what that's going to do, those are the windows that I'm going to be using, is I want to just real quickly show this off. I believe it's on the streets. Or maybe it's on the roads. I don't know, because I'm using Dream Builder. There's nothing in roads. Okay, now we're back. Finally, I found my traffic signals, and now my gate's all messed up. Oh, come on. Really? I am not re-recording this video. I'm going to add another one over here. All right, so there we have it. So now we have our traffic signal. Oh, come on. Why is everything giving me a hassle? What the? Are you serious? These are the weirdest things. There we go. You can't have anything in your hand when you're holding it. This should be closer to the road. I keep making this mistake. There. It's there. It's done. Now go back over here. There. What in the world? Now where'd you come from? What the? Oh man. Are they, is this, oh. All right, there we go. All right, now that we have our train signals in, I'm lagging real bad in this area. So I might extend this road out a little bit. So here's the deal with this and why I'm putting this in here. This is going to tie into, so we have this area here. So this is going to tie into underneath here where there's a train tunnel, the subway. So it's actually going to tie in and then go down along the subway into a subway. And this is going to lead from the concert area. And now I should make this tie in. I don't know if having a train platform over here, that would work. That would work also here. Having a train platform right here, and then it's going to loop around and then tie in with the subway. But that's how that's going to work. Now that I found, now that I found my, I don't know why I could not find it. That was just weird. I'm going to have to keep these up here for right now, because you cannot operate the trains with anything in your hand. So that's what that will do. Now this is where this planning part, I'm going to clear this area here. Obviously. I love those bushes, but I hate them at the same time. Because once you get rid of them, and then I'm going to level this out back here. So because of the parking lot, I have to do that. That's in another video. So this is kind of cool. This will actually work. It better work. Oh, I have to get rid of. I kid you not. This video. Lately, videos do not want to get made. Now that I don't think that's what I wanted to do. No, that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do is I wanted the area underneath the track to be that. And then it will go back to the pavement. Pretty cool. All right. So we have our train section now. I wonder if I can get away with the traffic lines here. Yes, I can. Wow. And I'll put some roadway markings there for the stop. So there we have that. So we have our train. I always wanted to do above ground, but the problem is that the landscaping is so bad with the elevation changes. So this is going to be we come in here, we're going to have some real cool old time buildings. We have a sidewalk come up on, and what I'm talking about like right here, we can go down and there will be a tree right there. So if I go back to my tree, and we're just going to put in that's the extra large. That's a large. Let's see what the small dogwood looks like. Isn't that what I used over there? Cool. And then somewhere down here, there's gonna, there's gonna be another one. To do that. But yeah. And that boom. that's how that's gonna look. So you walk down, you're walking down, you park your car, and then you go into the building. So there's enough room here. And this mimics the town that I live in, of their downtown area. So I really like that. I have a curb now, and I have the parking stalls in. So you'd come in, you'd park your car, you'd parallel park your car, and you go visit your shops. Come down here. There's going to be the city park down here, and then there will be some turnarounds in here. And they're going to be old style buildings. And this way, everything kind of ties into each other. I think that's going to look really cool. And then the train, obviously the train, I might I might have to move the train, and there's going to be traffic standards here. I might have to move the train, but the train will actually feed over here, and there will be a station over here. You know, there doesn't have to be a station over here. Well, yes, there does. So one for the concert area, one for the downtown area, and then the train will actually go down into the subway. All right, so that's going to do it. That is an overview of this is how my mind works. And you know, you come down here, it's going to be a real pretty area. All the buildings from the ones from the hometown server, and then I'm going to have an old colonial style city hall, and then the city park, the restaurant, the round restaurant is over here. The fire department is over here. And this will all tie in real nicely with the parking lot we have down here. See, I love this idea of that. That's what I'm trying to replicate here. So that will do it for this episode. This is really weird episode. I'm going to level all that out because there is going to be a roadway mimicking going off into here for that. So I have some clearing to do and stuff. All right. So there you have it. Hopefully this episode wasn't too boring, because this is a just idea episode of what it's to be. And I always get hung up on the planning. So if I didn't plan all my streets out like this, when I put the buildings on, I would be going, oh man, I wish I had some more space here. And I always get hung up that way. So that's going to do it for this episode. Any ideas for houses or stuff that you've seen in a town that would look cool? This is going to be extended. Just leave it in the comments and go from there. So until the next video, thank you very much for watching. And goodbye.